Hey, it's Kathy. I just wanted to come and share a couple of tips that I have from my deep flap experience and hope that these are helpful to you. When you have a deep flap, different surgeons may handle things differently, but my surgeon at PRMA in San Antonio, Texas, wanted me to have a t-shirt to put on underneath the surgical bra and the bindings after surgery. And so when I got to thinking about it, I decided I'm very sensory. And that having been said, I didn't know that just a men's cotton t-shirt would be, or just a traditional cotton t-shirt would be really comfortable. So I went looking for something really super soft and really thin and lightweight. And I found these really cute, they just happen to be cute, but they're just light pink t-shirts. And I found them at Costco. They were on clearance, which was really awesome, but they were called Maddie M. And I'm not saying that this brand even is, something you can go out and fetch, but just to give you an idea what this was. Super lightweight. It's not cotton. It is, it's rather 95% rayon and 5% spandex, which the other thing about that is that I believe that it helped keep, kind of keep me cooler, as it wouldn't have retained moisture like cotton, so it kind of behaved more like a performance fabric. But the idea, they have you cut it down the center because after surgery, you can't raise your arms or, do anything crazy like that. So they have you cut it down the center and then they put it on, just wrap it. I had this kind of pulled, which was the other nice thing. It's so thin. I don't know if you can tell. I mean, it's just a super, it's a little frayed, but super thin fabric. So, and really, really soft, no crazy seams or anything. And then they put the surgical bra on and the binder. And this is just really much more comfortable to me than a traditional cotton t-shirt would have been, because it was so thin, lightweight, and again, because I believe it probably behaved more like a performance fabric. What they'll do then also is they will cut holes in the shirt for your drain tubing to come out. When you have a deep flap, you tend to have two on either side. And this is really important. We actually even modified mine a little bit more, the bottom ones towards the end of my recovery period so that we could stabilize the drains a little more with really cushioned dressings. Anyway, that's really, I want to say, the most uncomfortable part of drains really is where they originate from, kind of that tugging and pulling and just where they are in your body. One of the ways I minimized that was instead of using like a drain shirt or robe where people, can stick their drains in a pocket and everything just kind of hangs loose. I didn't think that was a really good idea. That didn't seem like a good idea to me. And so I did research. I'm a research girl. Before I found my surgeons, I talked to 7 surgeons in 5 states in 2 weeks. And so I did the same kind of thing with the things that I would need. I watched other people's videos. I, did a lot of research, but I found this, which nobody else had mentioned. It's Bird and Cronin, and BIRD and CRONIN. And it's a drain belt, sold by a medical supply company. And it actually came in a set of 2. It came with something to measure, like a little measuring cup, so you could measure your output of your drains, but your hospital will give you that. We didn't end up using the one that came with this, but it was still good that it came as part of the set. So it's just a belt, and you can wrap it around. You make it as tight or as loose as you want. For me, I kept it kind of empire waist up above. And again, all of this would be straight and flat and tucked under the surgical bra and then under the binding. And then I put this over the binder. And what's great about it is it has these tabs. So there are 4 places, right? You can either put each drain hose in a different one, or I tended to have 2 in one and 2 in one. And you can do it any way you want. But what's great about it is because you've got these loops, you can really secure the drain hoses as well as the drain. And then it minimizes any movement. And what's great about that, like I said, is that to me, it was the movement, anything kind of pulling on that drain hose from its origin point, right? I mean, it's a pain in the neck anyway. The drains are a pain in the neck anyway, don't get me wrong. But the discomfort, I believe, is really about that site of origin and minimizing movement and pressure there. So this is the best thing ever. It came in a set of 2 with instructions, really great pictures, about in the brochure about how to use it. I also, in my practice at PRMA, they gave me a battery pack that was attached to a vacuum wound dressing. So I also, for a couple weeks, had this vacuum thing like hanging around, and I was able to use this to secure that as well, so I didn't have that kind of hanging awkwardly. So I think this is the best thing ever. Don't spend money, in my opinion, on one of those expensive bras that has a place to hang your drains. I actually bought one. It was the wrong size, and so I have it. It's I think Masthead is the name of the organization that makes them. The company makes them, but I never wore it because A, it was too big, and B, it it wouldn't have secured the drains like this. So just wanted to mention that. I'll also do another video on the binder and on another way to manage drains, but I didn't want to make this too long. So have a blessed day, and I just hope that you have as great an experience with your DIEP flap, both first and second stages, as I have, and finding the right surgeon and the right team is a part of that. So, and then having these tips to kind of help manage and get through the process better is great too. So God bless. Have an awesome day. Happy flapping.